Starting. Hey everybody, Naruto fan FB here. We're about to go see a fancy movie. Not me and Andy. Me, Andy, and his girlfriend. So I'm going to be a third wheel. My girlfriend's at the next game. Yeah, without me.
Where she actually went?
Yeah. It's okay though. Alright.
It's new love. So it's okay.
Anyway, so we did a really great video.
It was spectacular.
On Wednesday. It was probably one of the best ones that we've done so far, but didn't have any sound. So we're gonna try to bang one out for you guys. Anyway,
because it's Friday, you already know what the chapter's about.
Yeah, and if you don't, and you're just watching it, or if you're watching it just because you like us so much, then thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
I can do this now. I need to give a shout out to Taras Khalib. He's been awesome. He's been on our Uzumanga website, on the chat thing all the time. He's been hitting up all of our videos and commenting. So, you're awesome!
The back of the head.
Alright, so, chapter 611 starts off with...
The Arrival?
Yeah. Or Arrived, or whatever it's called. Starts off with the Ten Tails pretty much swatting away their attempt at destroying his
like
eye.
Their sneak attack bijou bomb thing.
Which looked promising and turns out to not be a good strategy.
Like everything they've also done to try to stop Madara, Obito, Ten Tails. Fails.
From there, I guess we're going to go with the Church of Naruto. For a split second, it kind of seemed like Obito was like relating to Naruto. Well, he was. He was like, yeah, like Naruto reminds me of himself. Reminds me of myself when I was younger and naive. But now, like, I know what the world's really like, so he'll learn too. My personal opinion, it felt like he was opening up a door for Naruto to come in and be like, hey, I know your pain. Here, join me. And him, like, doing the whole, let me talk you to the good side again. Mm-hmm. So, I think that might happen. 3
things will happen. Kakashi will tell him about that. Like, tell him about Rin. Tell him about what happened to Rin. He's going to be like, well, I'm still mad at you. Naruto's going to be like, well, you don't have to be this way, blah, 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 blah. He's like, oh, maybe I don't have to be this way. And then Madara's going to betray him.
Yeah.
And then Obito's going to die.
The Madara betrayal thing. But if Obito's going to die, it's going to be helping out.
Yeah, no. He'll be
helping
in
out
like
Naruto or something like that.
He's going to give Kakashi his other eye. And then Kakashi's going to have the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan for no reason.
Yeah, I really think that Madara and Obito betrayal thing is something that needs to happen. It's been, my personal opinion, been foreshadowed very strongly. If it doesn't happen, I'd be very surprised. And I guess it'd be nice because, like, it'd be a nice little twist. Like, oh my god, didn't see that coming. Like,
for the first time ever, Naruto hasn't convinced someone that the world is a little bit brighter than it actually is.
Yeah. After that, the whole... You want to talk about the Nine Tails being all nice and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. The Nine Tails has really like kind of changed his personality dramatically since the beginning of the manga. Like, I get that they're like buddy close now, but like I'm like doing this scissor motion for some reason. Yeah, but like it's a weird like to see him be like, oh, I'm gonna like save up some chakra, be like super nice and all that bullshit. Like, because it's not his personality, not like the personality we've seen out through the entire time. Like, I get that like they were like not cool. But, like, he's, like, still, like, he was, like, you know, all those times where he was, like, I'm gonna eat your heart, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna eat your soul, I'm gonna escape. I kind of, well, you were saying you'd rather him be almost, like, more like a Vegeta.
Yeah, like, I'd rather see him as, like, the reluctant hero, like, yeah, whatever, I guess I'll join you guys, I guess I'll help you guys out. Doesn't mean that we're friends, but deep down inside, it really does mean that we're friends, and he'll do whatever it takes to protect his friends, but he never really shows it.
Because the galvanizing factor is that he's, like, really... He hates Madara.
Yeah.
Like, he hates Madara, and, like, that's one of the reasons why he's like, I will join up with you.
In the past, the reason why he's helped Naruto for any reason is because, like, for example, Sasuke's eyes, he's like, you remind me of Madara, I fucking hate Madara. When Madara is there, he's like, I hate Madara, I don't want, like, I'll help you out because I don't like Madara. Like, it's been a huge shift in his personality, and I understand that, like, they're really trying to show that Naruto is becoming closer to becoming a complete Jinchuriki or whatever. But at the same time, I felt like they skipped that middle stage of, like, we're still not cool, but I'm helping you out. Mm-hmm. So, but, you know...
Because it went straight from, it's like, okay, I've beaten you, I am now the master. Where Naruto takes him, like, you know...
Forcefully takes
him over. And And then it was like, well, I'm gonna like. There was like a couple chapters like, I'm gonna kill you if you use too much of my chakra. Blah blah blah. Blah.
Yeah.
And then that kind of just goes. Boop. But there's no conversation where it's like it's just not.
I thought it was funny how, everyone was just exhausted at the exact same time. Like they were just like
Convenient.
Yeah.
Convenient that everyone
for the end of the chapter at least.
Considering that the Nine Tails and the Eight Tails they have all that chakra, and Kakashi also runs out of chakra, and then Guy's always has been pretty messed up for the past couple chapters, but.
The thing that bothered me the most is, like, the Nine Tails is supposed to have, like, almost an immeasurable amount of chakra. And I understand that they've used a lot of chakra in this battle, but he's supposed to have somewhat, like a limitless amount of chakra. Like, his chakra's been cut in half because half of it was sealed in the Demon Seal, but it's still supposed to be immense. And I felt like the battle that we've seen compared to battles that we've seen before, the amount of chakra that should have been used wasn't the same, and it shouldn't have been enough to make the Nine Tails say, I need to withdraw and create some more chakra.
Well, like just remember, like Shizaku, the One Tail, like, he almost destroyed the Hidden Leaf Village by himself.
Yeah.
Like, or he could have. And then, like, the Nine Tails almost destroyed the entire Leaf Village by himself.
Well,
and
that was at full chakra.
That was a full chakra, but still, like if they hadn't have sealed him away the way he did by, with the force sacrificing himself, he would have probably killed everyone.
So that just bothered me a little bit. And also, if he can create chakra, like, why does... well, I guess if you seal away someone's chakra, they can't, like, regain that chakra that's lost. Anyway, so there was one thing that confused me and Andy at first, and then Reed cleared that up for us. When, actually, I have another thing on my mind, but when Naruto says, I'm going to use the wind... I don't know if you read the Manga Panda translation, but in the Manga Panda one, it says, like, yeah, I'm going to use... Yeah, it's like, it says, like, I'm going to use my, like, ultimate Winjutsu thing or whatever. And we were like, oh, I wonder what movie's going to pull out.
Because it had never been stated, and we were like, what the fuck is that about?
Yeah, but in actuality, he was saying, this is the strongest technique, my allies, everyone together, like a unification. So it wasn't like an actual technique. So I don't know if anybody else was confused about that. But
which made, like, once Reed said that, it made a lot more sense.
Yeah. Because everyone showed up.
Like, what the fuck is that? Like, it's also weird that it's like, oh, now that I was out of chakra, but now that everyone's here, I can use this ultimate secret technique that I've been saving for no reason.
Oh, gotta quickly touch upon some things. One, the whole Obito saying to Naruto, like, yeah, you can be Hokage in my dream world. I took that as, like, almost not weakness, but, like, him being sympathetic or empathetic to Naruto.
Like he's trying to appeal to him, being like, it's going to be okay.
Yeah, but then Reed actually said it was almost like Obito saying, like, yeah, whatever, you can be whatever you want in your dream world. And he actually, what was it called? Like, when your thumb stuck up your butt. That's what Reed said, quote unquote. But yeah, Reed took it as he was being condescending. I kind of took it as, like, because he sees himself in Naruto, he's trying to be a little bit nice. So
he's trying to convince him.
Yeah.
Seems weird that he's trying to do that.
Hinata showed up, and there was a little, like, relationship
Kiba was thing. Like, hey,
don't be a tough guy. Yeah, don't be a tough guy, because he was like that douchebag guy. That,
wasn't Kiba into Hinata at a point?
I don't know, he might have been. I don't know if it was ever, like, stated, but he's like that douchebag guy that whenever, like, your crush comes around, he's like, oh, by the way, he likes you. I just made this really awkward. Cool, bye.
I'm gonna go get a Pepsi.
Yeah. So Hinata's there. There's that thing where they, hey Hinata, we need to talk, but they just haven't had an opportunity. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with that after everything clears out.
Oh, it's Japan. Everyone knows, like, no one expresses their feelings in Japan.
Is that how it works there?
It apparently is, because there's more old people than children in that country. Like, and their birth rate's, like, negative. So really, Japanese people just don't have sex. Actually, half of all 35-year-old people all 35-year-old males in Japan are virgins.
Really?
That is a Reddit statistic that I read. So it's probably true. It
has to be legit. It's on Reddit. Perfect. It's on the internet. If it's on the internet, it's legit.
Yeah. So half of the Japanese people that are watching, you're virgins. Congratulations. The other half of you, congratulations even more. You've had sex. I'm sure it was awful.
Anyway, God, I don't even know where I was going with that one.
Are we done?
No. Oh, the biggest point.
The biggest
I
point.
was arguing that that the way things played out at the end of the chapter with everything, with Madara having the 10 tails and all the ninjas showing up, was perfect for this conflict to end. I feel like Madara is going to be like, you know what? There's no point in gods crushing ants, and they're going to withdraw and formulate their plan or get their plan into action. Because Madara already said, like, you have to be patient. There's some things that we need to do prior to your end of the plan happening. So I think that Madara is going to withdraw from this battle only because he's going to go with the whole condescending, I'm a god, I don't need to, like, crush ants.
Reed and I both disagree with this, and I'll explain what Reed did, because I'm going to just play through that, and then I'll talk about what I want to talk about. But Reed was saying that this is a perfect time for Sasuke to come back in. Like, to kind of, like, let this sit, and then go to Sasuke's storyline.
I agree with the whole, this is probably going to transfer over to the Sasuke Orochimaru thing in a little bit, but in terms of when they get back to it, I personally think that Madara is not going to stick around.
The problem is, and this is what I brought up in the last video that was really great, but
yeah,
dropped because we didn't have sound. But as for the escalation of action as a story, it'd be really weird to have a weird, like, sudden de-escalation where it's like, oh, we're gonna retreat now, formulate our plan, because it's like it's been building up to like this massive moment where like the 10 tails is alive, 9 tails is gonna fight it, like it's like the big bad, and like it just wouldn't make sense for him just to leave. Because it's like why have the whole fight beforehand
to show how overwhelmingly powerful the 10 tails and Madara is.
But then why would they retreat if they could just kill him?
Because Madara is like that though. Like, and every time we've seen Madara, he's always been condescending. Like, I don't even need to fight you. Like when he fights the Susukage when the Susukage is young, he's like, you're leagues below me. You're not ready to dance with the masters yet, or something like that. Like. Mm-hmm.
But then when he's fighting the Hokages,
he was doing it for fun.
Yeah, and then he kills them all. Like, it would make no sense not to kill them.
But that was only because... I think he killed the Hokages, A, because the story needed the Tsunade to die. I fucking hate Tsunade. B, I also think that because Tsunade was one of the first descendants, he wanted to kill her. And then also because Tsunade and all the Hokages were like, we have the will, we can do this, we can beat you, and I think he wanted to, like, crush their hope. And whereas this case, like, they're fighting because they're fighting, so I feel like Madara's gonna be like, hey, you know what, we don't need to do this, we don't have time to do this.
I just think it'd be really weird if, like, after, like there's this whole conflict, and, like, all of the ninjas show up, and it's like, oh, this is time for the big fight!
But can you really see that many ninjas fighting, and that many ninjas dying? Because if that's the case, like, a lot of people are gonna die.
I hope so. I hope that there's actually a fucking casualty in this war that matters.
I said, like, what are they gonna go the Bleach route and just start killing off characters?
No,
well, Bleach didn't even kill off characters. They kill off, like, they act like mad people are gonna die, and then, like, one person actually dies, and the rest of them are just magically healed. They have, like, an epic death scene, like, I guess this is it, and then, like, 5 minutes later, it's like,
we're taking him to Soul Palace.
Yeah, we're taking him to Soul Palace. We're gonna heal him up. He's not dead yet. We got this thing, this magical place that can just, like, restore you. It's cool, though. He's a ghost. He's a Shinigami, but, like, they can die somehow. Like, where do Shinigamis go after they die? Answer that one. Yeah. Mindfuck.
I think there's only one real person that needs to die in this war, and that's Hinata.
No, because she's already had her death scene thing.
No, she didn't have a death scene, because she's not dead.
We said this in the other video.
I know, but that's the video we didn't post.
This is the video before the video. I don't think she needs to die. Like, they already had, like, Hinata's, like, death motivating Naruto to become stronger, or to defeat who he's fighting when he fights Pain. So, like, I don't think Hinata.
Like, he already had that dark moment where he, like, almost releases. Alright, I just think I just would hope someone fucking dies in this war, because it's the most non-consequential war ever. Can you imagine if we all went to Vietnam and we all made it out safely?
I don't think it's like that.
It's like Forrest Gump, where, like, his friend Bubba Gump doesn't die, and Lieutenant Dan doesn't lose his legs. Imagine that movie.
I think that there's been a lot of random ninjas that died, and we can't forget about the random ninjas, because they are people too.
Okay.
And just because we didn't know Chun Li, Hong Shang's as a person, it doesn't mean that they weren't a real ninja and they didn't contribute to this war. And I'm sure they're going to make a memorial for all the ninjas that lost in the Shinobi Army.
That didn't have names.
that didn't have names. It's gonna be like a line.
Alright.
Line. It's like, oh, I know that guy. No,
All background ninjas.
Yeah.
That lost their lives. All right. So is
had
that
no
it?
family.
I think that's it.
Bleach sucked.
Bleach was not very good.
Oh, actually,
Bleach
the
went-
only good thing about Bleach was they brought back the other guys. The guy that can like cut into your like memories and like plant himself.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
His sword allows him to put.
Yeah, but is he like it was just weird because it was like I don't know, it was like that lady and then it was like those four people and then it didn't really explain it.
Yeah,
I didn't really understand
I guess they teamed up. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. I didn't like Bleach that much. I read Fairy Tail today. That was awesome.
Did not read Fairy Tail today.
Fairy Tail was good.
Okay, Fairy Tail's good. I'll go read it.
Yeah.
That's it. Check out our page, Uzumanga.
Yeah. Hopefully, again, gonna get a giveaway going.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's really commenting on that. Oh, comment question. What do you think's gonna happen next? As vague as and ambiguous as that question is, what do you think's gonna happen next? Do you think you're gonna side with me and think that Madara is gonna dip from the battlefield and do his own thing, or do you think that, well, you're gonna join Andy? I guess Reed's on that side too, so you can join Reed's side.
Naruto fan FB. Think about this. When have I been wrong?
That's a good point. He's been right about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But do you think that Madara's gonna fight and Sasuke's gonna show up to the battlefield or something like that? Yeah. So comment below. Let us know. Really sorry that this is so late. I know we suck. I don't know what happened with our sound, but
Won't happen again.
I can't promise that.
Better not happen again.
It won't happen again.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you guys sometime in the middle of the week. We'll be posting stuff. Oh, someone I'm sorry. I just remembered something. Someone commented on our Facebook page and asked about the Orochimaru. Can you stop? Orochimaru summoning the 3 coffins.
I think someone explained that. I think the post right after was like...
Yeah, but there's a little bit more to that.
Okay.
Honestly, all right. There were 2 coffins. 2 of them were the first Hokage and the second Hokage. The third coffin, I believe, was going to be the 4th Hokage. And the third like stopped it. I honestly think that was just a mistake in the story or the plot, because afterwards they kind of explained that like the death seal seals everything up. But I think beforehand it was actually supposed to be the 4th Hokage, because it makes no sense to resurrect like the 1st Hokage, the 2nd Hokage, and then random ninja.
Yeah.
I think that it was actually supposed to be the 4th Hokage. That was before they, I guess, Kishimoto really thought through what the Death Reaper could actually do and how...
Which is ironic, because he uses it in that same fight.
Yeah. So, I could be wrong, but I believe it was the 4th Hokage, but...
Or maybe Orochimaru didn't know that the guy sealed his soul away.
Yeah, but it looked like the 3rd Hokage intentionally stopped it from being resurrected.
I know.
Which I also found interesting, so I guess that the 3rd Hokage knew something about Edo Tensei, because he kind of just like, clap, like... Nah, he like did this one. Nah.
Okay.
Alright, so we'll see you guys next week.